a lot of living to do before I die, and I ain't got time to waste. Tryna chase a bag every day that I'm alive. Just let me know the time and place, and let's get it, nigga. New women, old ways, never wife with old babes, and they going both ways. Hot nights, cold days, I ain't fucking no.
Hey.
Where we give it to you real, we give it to you raw, we give it to you authentic, and this drink is good as hell. Oh my gosh.
That's right.
I might need a
That's
refill right now. Oh, you getting it right? Oh, Ed don't drink like that, so yeah, it's good. He getting right.
I got no
Welcome
complaints.
back.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome back. Yeah, guys, so for everybody, before we jump into it, for everybody who's been supporting us, thank you for rocking out with us still. You know, my co-host Jeremy, he's handling biz naive. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
you getting to the money, making moves.
I got my co-host. We be getting to the money too. Don't get it twisted.
I was gonna say that.
Okay, but I digress. So I got Mr. We like to call him Mr. ESPN, Mr. Statistician, because it just be in here. It just be in here.
Thank you.
Ed is back in the house. What it do, baby?
I'm straight. How you holding up, man?
Amazing. Make sure to follow us.
Yes, ma'am.
On every platform. Guys, we graduated. I have bit the bullet. And, Steve Nash just got ejected from the game. I need to focus. Oh, this sound good. But,
He trying to fight for his job.
Okay,
He's not going to be
We're going to talk about football. We're going to stay with the football.
My bad.
Oh, my gosh. Follow us on every single platform. I graduated. We have TikTok now.
Yeah.
We pun the Facebook.
Oh, the pun the Facebook.
Yeah, so, yeah. All right. What's the handle? Under review? Under review podcast. Maybe we trying. We getting it together.
Yeah.
But NFL news.
Yes, ma'am.
So much to talk about. Don't think we're going to hit everything. This year has been a lot wonky. We're on week 8 right now.
Yes, ma'am.
I think it may only be 3 very good, great teams right now in the NFL.
Who are these 3 teams?
The Chiefs,
Okay.
the Bills, and the Eagles.
Okay. Yeah.
Other teams have winning records like the Vikings, but it's
Giants,
the Vikings.
Jets.
The Giants, we're going to touch on them a little later.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to say, get them
It's all
compliments,
right.
you know.
It's okay.
But I'm impressed.
Hey, man, listen. They doing their thing.
Yeah, we're going to talk about them later.
ma'am.
Who
All right.
else? What's the other team you said?
You heard what the other team I said, but I ain't going to...
No, what you said?
them 2 teams from New York.
Oh, the Jets? I'm in.
They 5-2.
Hello.
They 5-2.
Patriots looking struggling, but we're going to talk about that.
Hey, man.
Patriots
all good.
have
It's
a
all
QB controversy.
Oh, that
and
thing.
for what? Mac Jones
Yeah.
started 3 of 6 for 13 yards and an INT with a QB rating of 16.7, right? But did he come back too soon?
I don't believe so.
Did Bill Belichick already have it in his mind that Zappy was the guy? That game, to me, why not start Zappy instead of doing the whole put Mac Jones in, let him stink it up, and then put Zappy in?
I don't know. I think Bill probably had confidence in Matt Jones. I mean, Matt did do a lot last year.
Does he have confidence in Mac Jones? It seems a little
think he
funky in
does.
New England. Everything seems a little weird.
I think he does have confidence in Matt Jones. I feel like if he didn't, he would have never started him. Matt started, right?
But did he start because he had a good week in practice, because he was quote unquote healthy, or did he start because of all the chatter around Zappy, and does Bill Belichick really want Zapp to be the starting QB? And
Zappy is gonna have to do more.
he is. He's absolutely. I agree with
He's
you.
gonna have to do more to be able to be a starter, because at the end of the day, both their numbers are the same, as well
Same
as
person, Spider-Man meme. I'll say that.
yeah, they're the same. And I don't entirely know exactly what New England's offense is like. Like, what's their numbers like when Zappy played compared to...
The offense looks a lot more rejuvenated. They look different.
Okay.
They look different when Zappy under center, but he only played, 3 games?
3. That's not enough.
And that's like the first 2 games electrifying. Yeah. We're electrifying this game, which is the NFL is shocking. Everybody you think is gonna win or should win,
Yeah.
it's like, what the fuck?
Schemes, man. It's all about
Schemes. Wasn't no fucking scheme. The Bears?
Yeah, the Bears, they had to do something different. They had to do something different scheme wise. I don't know
The
because
Patriots didn't look like themselves, right?
Okay. That's
Okay. Yes, they had to do something scheme wise, but did the Bears light bulb figure out like, oh shit, we have a running quarterback. Let's get him scrambling a lot more because where that O-line come from all of a sudden, or not? Well, it was still a little ashy. Yeah,
I feel like
they got their ass whooped, bro.
it was like 33 to 14. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. I feel like New England. No, I apologize. Chicago. They had to switch it up because they invested so much in Fields. They have to tailor their offense around what he can do.
I agree.
They
They haven't been doing that
They
though.
haven't, and I feel like they've seen the mistake.
Have they?
Maybe we'll see what with the upcoming weeks what they choose to do, but it would be wise of them to tailor their scheming around his talent on trying to push the ball forward. Because I mean, I don't know exactly what type of game plan they had before for him offensively. It just wasn't working.
I feel bad for anybody drafted to the Bears because historically they're just whatever. I mean, Zappe started 5 for 6, 109 yards, a touchdown, or 2 touchdowns, or 2 touchdown drives with a passer rating of over 150. But by the time the second half came around, womp womp, womp.
They figured it out.
Womp. Okay,
Different
so
coverage, all that.
Patriots not patrioting. And I mean that in more ways than one because you have receivers speaking out against the almighty Bill Belichick.
What these receivers
Jacoby Myers, just, not keeping to the Patriot way. When they ask questions, that's what the reporters do.
Yeah, they do their job.
And he made reference to the effect of, I feel bad for my boy Mac. That's not how you do a brother, blah, blah, blah. And that's not the Patriot way. So things aren't really looking like a tight ship.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I didn't know Jacoby Myers. I didn't know he said that. I really feel like the players, including Jacoby Myers, believe in Mac Jones.
I think he's a good, decent quarterback. I've never been sold. I got excited, obviously. You're playing on my team. If you're winning, I'm a root for you. But I said it once, I'm going to say it 1,000 times. I have apprehension when it comes to Bama and Ohio State quarterbacks in the league, with the exception of Jalen Hurts, because since day one, I felt like he had an it. You know what I'm saying?
Would you consider him a Bama quarterback or Oklahoma quarterback? Because that's a team that drafted him.
That is a team.
That's a team that he was drafted by.
And then, switchy roos and all that.
Transferred from Oklahoma.
But,
Alabama to Oklahoma,
Yeah, so I just have apprehensions. And then year 2 is the most important year for QBs to develop. It's either you're going to see if they're going to, take it to the next level, or if they're going to fall flat on their face. And then the situation's kind of fucked up because
it is.
Josh McDaniel leaves, and then you have a Matt Patricia, and no disrespect, he's been doing better than I thought.
Okay.
Led offense with a guy who we know offense was not your niche. You're a defensive guy.
Coach, yeah. Wow, Matt Patricia's offensive coordinator?
Yeah, it was between Matt Patricia and... So in the beginning of the season, they named Matt Patricia and Joe Judge in offensive.
Joe Judge?
You see my face?
Wow.
And as a fan, I'm like, bro, Joe Judge was excellent when he was our special teams coach. I thought he would be a good fit for the Giants, but Giants need somebody tough like Dable, so we're going to get to that.
Joe Judge was tough, too.
No, he wasn't tough.
You don't think so? I heard a lot.
Well, maybe behind the scenes, but I'm talking about like that presence. For some reason, it didn't work out, whether it be Gettleman, JoJo, whatever. But the Giants are a historically tough team, and look how they're winning. We'll touch base on that, but anyway, yeah. So it's just like when you have that dynamic for the Patriots, it's just like, and when have you ever had a quarterback controversy under Bill Belichick?
When you had the same quarterback for 20 years.
And not only that, when it was a quarterback controversy allegedly with Tom Brady and Jimmy G, Tom Brady came out there and shut Jimmy G the fuck down, and that was the end of that, right?
Niggas wanted drama, bro. There was no.
Or for example, last year, is it last year? When did Cam Newton, was he on the Patriots last year or the year before? Time is flying. But when Cam had his brief stint
Yes, with
on the
New England,
Patriots,
I believe that was last year.
and it was a
2 years ago,
quarterback
2 years ago.
controversy
Panthers.
with Mac Jones, you see how quickly they shipped Cam out to
Yes.
limit distractions.
Yes.
Why not the same energy? I'm confused. Because when you have more than one quarterback, you don't have a quarterback.
Well, see, the thing is when Mac came in last year, Mac once again was a first rounder. They had hope in him. They didn't know what he could do, right?
I think they know.
Now they see what he can do. I mean,
That's good. Can I get a refill?
they see what he can do. Yeah, this thing's right. This thing's right. It's,
Fill her up.
it wasn't. I mean, I feel like the first few games, and then the scheme has changed. That's a huge difference. Like you're only as good as your offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator, depending on the type of player you are. You know what I mean? So, Josh McDaniels, his scheme was, I guess, easier or was beneficial, better yet, to Mac Jones, while Matt Patricia, unfortunately, his scheme isn't. So maybe Zappy tailors more to Patricia's scheme than.
Look at Ed,
my
still
bad.
getting used to the mic. Look at her. Knocking shit down. He knocking
You know?
shit down if y'all ain't watching and you guys just hearing us. All that extra noise, and just getting acclimated.
Acclimated still. Yeah. So, I mean, New England does have a quarterback controversy because both of them, neither one of them, I apologize, are producing enough to separate themselves from the other.
Listen,
So-
I don't know. What's the record? We trash. That's the
think
record.
they're
What's this, week 8?
Week 8,
So they 3-4.
4 maybe?
3 and 4.
3 and 4. 3 and 4.
Was that 3 and 4?
Okay, another topsy-turvy thing that's happening. Both 12s are... Their team are in shambles. It's
called Father Time.
Yeah, forgive me. Not only is it called Father Time, it's called What the Fuck. Okay?
Yeah, what it
It
is.
is what it is. Matt Ryan, speaking of Father Time,
Yeah.
okay? Because Aaron Rodgers, well,
I'm just
his
kidding. It's
numbers...
not Father Time.
Yeah.
It's not Father
His
Time.
numbers are... His numbers are whatever, but
They're okay.
Matt Ryan is Father Time.
Yeah.
Okay, my guy is benched. Well, y'all guy, he cool, but Matt Ryan is benched. No bueno.
I heard the scheme that they run in Indianapolis. I don't know who the offensive coordinator is, but it's rather complex. It's not like it was in Atlanta. And then on top of that, he doesn't have Julio Jones. Who does he have?
And on top of that, okay, I'm gonna add to you. I'm gonna add to you that O-line is fucked.
Yeah.
And on top of that, his arm strength ain't what it is. Cause it's a little bit of him too. It is. It's a crazy situation. This probably is gonna be his last year. He's due to turn 37.
I think he's turning 38.
38, okay. And it just is what it is.
not
Little
on-
birdies
yep.
said, little birdies in the media streets have said that the Colts have seen this during the offseason and training camp. Like after they acquired him, they saw the slope, like the downhill slope a little bit, but they thought things would pick up
Oh, wow.
during the season. But let's talk about it.
It's good they had faith in him.
He's completed 68.4% of his passes with 9 touchdowns and a high 9 interceptions with 11 fumbles.
Yeah, he fumbling into
11 fumbles, but 9 of
Jesus
them
Christmas.
actually counted. 2 were considered like, incomplete passes or whatever. And he's been sacked 24 times. That might be more than Burrow. Shit. That's bad. And like you said, he's older. He's not mobile. It's not. So it's a combination of both. Like you said, maybe the scheme, him aging, maybe not able to make decisions as quickly as he used to. And then that line is fucked.
I feel like also with you piggybacking off the line variable, he doesn't have receivers who he's comfortable with. So it's the same thing with Aaron Rodgers. Like Devontae Adams left. Devontae knows
They know each other,
They
right?
know each other enough, just like Hopkins with Murray. They know each other enough. So when it comes down to running particular routes, if they find a soft spot in the zone, the receiver will see exactly what the quarterback sees, and he'll throw it there. I do not think Ryan has that with any receiver. What, Michael Pittman? I don't think he got that with him. He had that with Julio. And so I don't know exactly how beneficial or what their line was like in Atlanta. I don't really know how well
Right.
they blocked or how many times he got sacked. Maybe he got...
It wasn't like this.
It wasn't, yeah.
Like this, okay? Let's talk about it. Jets making moves. It's a good move. It's a cutthroat move, but business is business.
Business is business.
Brees Hall was looking like a
Nice.
Rookie of the Year candidate. He is very
Yeah.
nice. But he goes down. Hope you wish you a good recovery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Come back
for
next
sure.
year strong and all that.
That's a fact.
But James Robinson, baby, who is a good running back,
Yeah, he is.
he is going to share touches with Michael Hall. Well, he'd probably be the number one, honestly, because that man has had a 1,000-yard rushing season before he got hurt. And then, with that debacle last year, instead of using him as number one or whatever, they brought Etienne in, who's a good running back, and like two others.
invested in
But
him.
let me tell you something. Shout out to people that got Travis on their fantasy team, okay? Because he was doing good for me. But now I expect you to do excellent, because you are going to be the premier back in Jacksonville, okay?
Let's hope so.
Be nice.
He's straight. I don't have nothing against
He
Etienne, Travis
nice.
Etienne. But what's his name again? Robinson.
He's going to be a good addition. The Jets are playing. Damn, I can't believe the Jets are number 2 in the AFC
They're playing good football.
East. Let me be clear for people like, AFC, what you talking
Check
about?
him out.
East.
Yeah. No, the Jets is really playing good football. What's their coach name again? I don't know how you pronounce
Robert Saleh.
it. Robert Saleh.
Yes.
Yeah, man, that energy he bought that he had in San Francisco,
Yeah,
he
me-
bought that right.
And with him taking the head coaching job, this is what I expected. But again, for some people, it's instantaneous. Whether it's like, the timing, the players, everything. I'm happy it's working for him.
Yeah, it is, and it's gonna continue. I don't exactly know for how long, but I do believe they'll have a winning record. I do believe they will fight to enter inside the playoffs. Will they enter in? I don't really know.
Right.
After next week. Nope, sorry.
Because
Yeah.
the AFC is loaded.
Yeah, they do have a lot of winning
Loaded.
teams, and I don't know. I don't know if they'll manage to enter inside the playoffs, but they'll definitely fight for it. I don't see much.
All right.
Yeah.
D. Watt. Deshaun Watson set to come back. But he had another lawsuit filed against him. I believe this is the 26th woman to file a lawsuit. But things aren't as black and white this time around. His attorneys have filed a series of court exhibits on Monday, which they've offered as evidence to undermine allegations from the latest woman to accuse him of sexually assaulting her, as per Jason Barr on ESPN. The lawsuit alleges that Watson pressured her into sexual, all types of things, oral sex, etc., etc. But his lawyers are pushing back because they are saying when she previously filed the motion, it was rejected by the Houston police. And it was rejected because the woman made a statement to Rusty Hardin that she wasn't scared, she wasn't intimidated, she didn't do anything that she didn't want to do, and she didn't feel like she wasn't safe, were some of her words. And that she was trying to pursue Deshaun Watson. And they have evidence of this.
She said this?
Oh, they have text messages of her trying to pursue a relationship with him. So, and I'm going to say allegedly. So it just,
What?
this is sticky. It is so sticky.
So on what grounds is she accusing him of?
Listen, at the end of the day, situations like this, he already settled 25
I believe.
or 24 out of the 25. He's due to come back, but
24
it's just
out of 25.
how many more allegations are there out there, right?
Right,
Is
she ain't
it,
gonna stop.
goddamn.
It ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna stop.
And then how many of those women are factual, how many are jumping on the train. It doesn't matter if he assaulted one woman or assaulted 100 women. Like, assault is assault. It's not cool. It's just,
I don't know. I don't know exactly what to say about this newest one, this 26th one, because of this information you telling me.
Baby, it's spicy.
This woman talking about some. She pursued a relation. If her case was dismissed or her accusation was dismissed before, I mean, I can only imagine what they're going to do now. They're just unfortunately going to dismiss it.
I mean, and just because it was dismissed may not necessarily mean that there's no merit to her allegations. You get what I'm saying? So it's just, I find that very interesting. Sensitive topic, very tricky. And that's all I want to say, because nobody's talking about it, but I'm going to talk about it, okay? It's just WTF, right? Are we going to forget about it when Deshaun Watson gets the rust off and he starts winning games? And
What, next year?
Or the last 3, because shit, that's just how, when Jimmy G came in the 49ers and won the last 4 games, everybody thought he was the comeback king, and then we saw what he really about, right?
I mean, he did go to the Super Bowl with them.
Okay, so
he did go to the Super Bowl. So,
okay, all right.
You got to give credit when credit is due.
We going to Ben Roethlisberger, Deshaun Watson? Because let's be real, like.
What you mean, Ben Roethlisberger?
Yeah, because we know what happened.
Well, you know, that was back in the day, you know, before social media.
Right.
If it was today, I think Ben Roethlisberger would have gotten a different result.
And when they bring it back up.
Yeah.
He don't want no nothing. So
yeah.
And it's one of those things, like, probably did it. But we like to keep that in the back of our mind, because he's also, and 2 things could be true, right? He's also this great quarterback. He did this. He win. But let's not. So
his past,
That's human nature. That's what we do. Staying in that. What's that?
The conference?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the Browns. Is it time, division? Is it time for the Browns to trade Kareem Hunt? The trade deadline is coming up. He is a 1B. For some reason, Stefanski is not keeping him on the field.
Do you not see what Chubb is doing?
I mean, listen.
That man about to win the rushing title this year.
Let me tell you something, okay? I see what Chubb is doing. But it ain't like Hunt is a 2-back.
No, he's not.
He a 1-2. He a 1B. You got a 1A and a 1B.
He was very fortunate.
Best backfields in the league.
Yeah, those 2. Yeah, that's true.
Browns number 1. If the Packers could get it together, I give A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones number 2.
Yeah.
And if Damian Harris could stay healthy, I would give Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson number 3.
Talking about the Pats?
What? Have you not seen Ramondre Stevenson? Jonathan, let him know. And Damian Harris with the yards after the carry?
Oh, really?
But what?
Well, he was playing, he got hurt, but...
Let me look at the camera. Steve, let's zoom this in. What?
Zoom it in naturally.
Let him know.
Don't zoom it on my face. You're going to have the confused face.
Yeah, please. Yeah, get that. What? But anyway, is it time to trade him?
It's all about his contract. That's not me. Not say all about, but that is very important. His contract is very important. I don't know how many years he has left on it. And then on top of that, how old is Kareem? Kareem should be like probably 28, 29.
He's still young enough to run that route. And then, if you're not going to keep both of them on the field at the same time, I would use him as a catcher out the backfield.
I mean, they run with 2-back formation.
He has been on the field, let me tell you, first 5 games, 11 carries per game, with the last 2 games carrying the ball 9 times for 16 yards. He ain't been on that field.
Yeah, I mean, when you got Nick Chubb doing what he's doing, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard when you got Nick Chubb doing what he's doing.
But they've been treating Kareem Hunt like this since they got him. I know. Are you still going to hold his off-the-field stuff over his head?
I don't think they hold it over his head. I mean, he was productive. Hence the reason why he resigned with them. You know? He definitely resigned with them. So he has a level of production with the Browns. I think he has one season. He has like 700 or 800 yards. 700 or 800 yards. I don't really remember. But no, Hunt definitely is a good running back. He's been used by them, but prior it was, splitting between Nick Chubb and Hunt. Now it's leaning more on Chubb. So if they can get a piece, something valuable that the Browns could need, I don't know what they're lacking.
Browns are 2-5.
Yeah.
They have been losing games that they could have won.
Yeah.
By very small margins
Jacoby Brissett not it.
against don't talk about Jacoby against good opponents. I mean, the last game against the Ravens wasn't all Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
It was officiating a little bit.
Oh wow, officiating.
No, real talk, and then like
I believe it. But there was one official that tried to get Mike Evans' autograph.
Yo, that's what I mean. Allegedly.
Trying to get his autograph.
He like, yo, can you sign this? He like, yo, you gonna call that for me? There was a line judge at that. Yo, you gonna give me that first down when I'm short a little bit? Anyway, Ravens play the Bucks this Thursday.
This Thursday, yes.
Bumba clock. Calais Campbell is definitely ruled out.
Oh, what's his injury?
For tomorrow, he's sick.
Damn it.
Ravens seem to be catching their groove. And
I mean, they
have a season high 5 sacks last week against the Browns, but it's the Browns.
Yeah.
The thing with the Ravens is they have too many turnovers on offense.
Yeah.
Way too many. Way too many. But they're playing a depleted Tampa Bay Buccaneers who right now at this time have 4 key starters out with like 3 more possibles.
It's gonna be
and their key starters are all on defense. So I'm talking about Antoine Whitfield, Carlton Davis, not all on defense. Cameron Brate, still that concussion protocol. Yeah. Russell Gage is out.
Wide receiver.
Sean Murphy Bunting may be out.
That cornerback.
Julio Jones. Well, I don't even know. Okay. I'm more shocked when he comes in the game. Let's talk about that.
I keep forgetting he's on the.
Akeem Hicks. Let's talk about it.
Oh, the defensive tackle. Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. It's still going to be a close game.
We would hope.
It's going to be a close game.
We would hope.
I mean, the Ravens are not about to blow the Bucks out the water. You see what they're doing?
Right. I would hope.
No.
I would hope because the Bucks have no running game.
None.
They're starting off slow.
J.K. Dobson's still hurt, and I think he got hurt again.
Yeah, he is. I dropped him on fantasy. The line for the Bucks is messed up in the middle, right? That interior, those 3, not a good combination. First time Brady has a losing record through the first 7 games, right? What else? Let's talk about it. What's wrong with the Bucks? Who's to blame? Pick your poison.
There's too many people to blame.
People want to blame Brady. People want to blame pretty soon. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised people aren't gunning at Todd Bowles.
It's only a matter of time. I mean, I feel
Brian
like
Leftwich. I like
offensive coordinator. I look at the Bucks. I'm sorry, not the Bucks. Tom Brady. And I mean, when you win, you get a lot of praise. When you lose, you won't catch that same flag.
Yeah, they coming for him. He not exonerated.
And then on top of that, I'm not saying he deserves it, but I'm saying it's not shocking. And it doesn't help that there's
all that stuff during the off season. They want to talk about his personal life.
Yeah, his wife giving him an ultimatum and all that from what people have said.
Right.
So it doesn't help. You know what I'm saying? All he can do is do his due diligence to win.
The team looks mentally defeated, and when it's a mental thing, you've lost.
Yeah.
I'm being real. Like injuries aside, right?
Yeah.
When it's a mental thing, you've lost. So they can. Okay, they just played the Panthers.
Unfortunately,
the Panthers surprisingly whooped their ass the way that they whooped their ass.
Very shocking. I didn't see that shit coming at all.
Mentally, they didn't look like. Mike Evans looked hurt a little bit, or maybe he just ain't feel like.
I believe he is hurt though.
Yeah, but they didn't. Where's that pizzazz? Where's that energy? Was crazy ass Bruce giving them that rah-rah that they need?
Bruce Arians, maybe.
Todd Bowles' defense is not really looking like the defense we know it could be. Is it because you kind of... And this is just me just throwing shit out there.
Yeah. Have
you stepped back from being one of the nicest defensive coordinators to just solely focusing on being a head coach? It's so many things. If
Yeah.
I'm being real.
Yeah, I mean, it is a lot, and I don't think there's only one person to blame.
And
I
let's
really
be clear, if you look at Tom Brady's numbers, I researched it. My other stat guy, Jonathan the Man, has researched it. He's not playing. It looks bad on what we see, but
But on
he's
paper, it's
he's not playing bad. Only one INT, knock on wood. Leads the entire NFC in yards passing. But the crazy thing is, you only thrown 8 touchdowns because your team can only put up 17 points. And when you have to run the ball all the time,
Yeah.
and you're not running it effectively,
I mean, it's no different than Green Bay.
yeah, similar.
Very, very similar to
Similar
Green
but
Bay.
slightly different.
You know, Aaron
Difference
Rodgers.
is Aaron Rodgers chat too much. And how many years I've been saying it? This man takes zero accountability. You're going to throw your coaches under the bus. He has thrown Matt LaFleur under the bus multiple times. Your approach isn't working. We get it. You got young receivers. Okay, baby boy, step it up. Okay? Are you too old to rally the troops? I don't know. We get it. Y'all not in sync. But what are you gonna do to fix that? This little passive aggressiveness is corny.
Yeah.
It's corny. And the Packers not sick of him yet?
They didn't
I've been-
resign his ass. What you mean
I've
they's
been
not
saying
sick of
this
him
for
yet?
like 4 or 5 years,
They
yo.
resigned his ass. They ain't even sick of him. He ain't going nowhere.
And then why do they not trust AJ Dillon? Like, you, to me, have the second best backfield. Is he not doing something in practice that we don't know about? Why aren't y'all running the goddamn ball? Because clearly the Packers defense is what we always what we always see year after year.
Yeah.
It's hit or miss.
It is. It is. I mean, honestly, the man has no receivers. At the end of the day, when you sign that long-term contract and your main guy leaves because you signed that large contract, there's nothing anybody can do but, look at you and say you got to produce. Nobody's going to feel bad for you.
And it's so crazy because I want to argue that, or I kind of want to, is he the guy? We've never seen him do a Tom Brady thing where you didn't have those top receivers and you still made it work, because his entire career, Jordy Nelson, Greg Jennings, you had a security blanket. This is your first year without a security blanket.
Ain't nobody can make it work without no security blanket. Ain't nobody.
Tom Brady.
Who? What? Cut it out.
Am I lying?
Cut it out.
Am I
What
lying?
Super Bowls was he winning with? What Super Bowls was he winning with? Nobody.
Okay. His first 3 Super Bowls, we know that defense, but let's keep it real. I'm not gonna say nobody, but I'm saying help build that rapport and elevate those receivers.
And then go where?
Super Bowl or whatever. Tom Brady, one of the only quarterbacks that has done that. Let's keep it real here. Let's keep it real. Deion Branch, come on now. Deion Branch ain't no name everybody know.
Deion Branch was nice.
I know he was, but he still ain't the name everybody know. Brandon Lloyd, pretty feet. Come on now, don't get me
He ain't going
started.
nowhere with Brandon Lloyd.
But he made Brandon Lloyd, he made these receivers better. This is what I'm saying. That's my argument. We've never seen it. Who Aaron Rodgers made better?
He ain't make nobody better.
Exactly. Who Tom Brady made better?
Nobody.
You a goddamn lie.
Nobody.
You a goddamn lie.
What?
You a goddamn lie.
Tom Brady ain't made nobody
He
better.
ain't make Julian Edelman better? What Julian Edelman also put in that work? Because let's be real, when Julian Edelman started,
Edelman
he
did
was
put
the
in
weakest link. Then he played defense.
But that man
Then he
put
played
in work,
special
though.
teams.
Yes, but that
Okay,
man put in work,
what we talking
though.
about?
That man put in work.
Did he not make Wes Welker? Him and Wes Welker made that slot position a new thing. Yeah, because
If
in
he
Miami,
made
he was
Wes
booty
Welker
butt
better-
cheeks. But McLeod, don't get me started.
If he made Wes Welker better, then no matter what team Wes Welker would have went to, he would never produce. But he did still do good when he went to the Broncos.
And who was on the Broncos?
Tom Brady.
No, the other Tom Brady, right. So you
Peyton
go
Manning,
from
Peyton
Tom Brady
Manning.
to Peyton Manning.
So
Hello?
maybe he needed a quarterback.
At the end of the day,
He needed a quarterback.
at the end of the day, I'm right and you're wrong. Aaron Rodgers ain't doing that shit. Yeah, this drink good as hell, right? At the end of the day, oh my gosh. We running out of time.
Yeah.
I love this though. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Follow us on every platform, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, the YouTubes.
All of it.
The everything is us, okay? Under Review Podcast with Danash and Jeremy and my wonderful co-host, Eddie.
Yeah. You can say Mr. ESPN if you'd like.
Yeah. It's complicated, y'all. All right, love y'all. Later, we gonna end it on that note.
Yeah.
Jonathan.
Before I die, and I ain't got time to waste. Tryna chase a bag every day that I'm alive. Just let me know the time and place, and let's get it, nigga. New women, old ways, never wife's old bays, and they going both ways. Hot nights, cold days. I ain't fucking no strays. Me cover.